Well, hello there, and welcome to Eyes on the Road. Eyes on the Road is a new production of the Department of Infrastructure, Ports, Energy and Labour. On this program, we update you as to what is being done to deliver better access to communities and safer roads. Here's a look at what's coming up on this episode. The new state-of-the-art Larry Tread Bridge at Morshe is nearing completion.
Hello there, I am Dion Snack. Also coming up, we'll be visiting the Balata to Mondido Road Reconstruction project, which is moving full steam ahead.
And the paving works have been completed on the new Spring Road in Deriso. All that, plus a look at our notice board and our Voices of the People segment. Hello there, I am Shannon LeBon. Thank you so very much for joining us. We are here on location at the Larry Tread Bridge Reconstruction project site in Morshe. Of course, this is one of our many active project sites around the island. However, this new Larry Tread Bridge is nearing completion. It allows for two-lane traffic and pedestrian access. The designs also incorporated climate resilience. But how has this project been going? To provide the answers and a comprehensive update, we are now joined on location by the Deputy Chief Engineer in the Department of Infrastructure, Mr. Len Leo. Thank you for joining us on Eyes on the Road, sir. Now, Mr. Leo, the Larry Tread Bridge Reconstruction project, it has been in motion for a few months now. Bring us up to speed. Where exactly are we now with this important project?
Okay, well, I've taken over the project from my predecessor, and of course I've arrived with now the bridge intact in place. These were two precast segments which were then crane lifted into position. So we're at the stage now where we're starting the backfilling process to the actual bridge and to the abutment walls that you can see in front of me and behind me. That backfilling process takes a little bit of patience because it has to be backfilled in layers and compacted to our specs. But that this work is going on quite expeditiously. And I think the first stage is to open partially the bridge to the residents to our left. So not access to the main Larry Tread Road, but to the residents nearby. I anticipate that probably within the next 2 to 3 weeks, that section of the road will be open.
Let's talk about the methodology which was used here on site by the contractor. It involved the precast installation of the concrete culvert. How beneficial was this approach towards advancing the project and the pace at which the work was delivered?
Well, I guess it was quite a strategic plan from the subcontractor. There's obviously two ways. You either build in place or you build away from site. By building away from site, it allowed the bridge to actually remain open for a lot longer period, and so reducing the inconvenience to the residents and to the traffic in general on the whole. It really didn't take too long. I think it's in a matter of 2 days or so the actual bridge was put in place. And of course now it's the backfilling that's taken a little bit of time, but certainly has reduced the time in which the inconvenience of not having a bridge would have been in place.
In an era of climate change, sir, how did the designs for this new Larry Tread Bridge incorporate climate resilience to ensure that we are building back better and building more resilient infrastructure?
Well, that's always a very important factor. I mean, we have recognized this for some time. We therefore are very particular with the codes that we're using and designing for a longer lifespan of our bridges. In this essence, this is no different. A lot of design work had to go into it and ensure that the specifications were up to speed. And as a result, I believe we have a piece of infrastructure that's going to last even into the next decade.
And finally, from your assessment on ground, how do we review the workmanship by the contractor and his workers here at the Larry Tread Bridge project site?
Well, the workmanship has been good. In terms of this, because a lot of the infrastructure is going to be covered, the attention to specific detail and finishing has not been as apparent. But the structure in itself, in terms of the concrete, etc., is very much up to par, and we definitely have a very resilient piece of infrastructure.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Len Leo. He is the Deputy Chief Engineer at the Department of Infrastructure, providing us with an update on the Larry Tread Bridge Reconstruction project being delivered by James Cobb Quality Construction.
Thank Thank you, Shannon, and Deputy Chief Engineer Len Leo for that insightful interview. Let's keep you up to speed with progress here at the Mondidor to Balata Road Reconstruction Project, which includes complete reconstruction of approximately 2,349 meters of road with proper drainage and retaining walls. So how has work been progressing? We spoke with Mr. Reno Gajada, CEO of the RG Group of Companies, who has been contracted to deliver this job.
I'm Reno Gajada, and I am the Managing Director of Construction Industrial Equipment, CIA Limited. Everybody knows it as Reno instead. And I would like to welcome you to our site to give you an update on the progress of our works here. I think it's really good because it's going to let the public know on our movements and how we progress on the work. It's about 4 weeks since we've been on this project here now, and it's been going fairly well. I think a lot of the compliments has to go to the engineer and the site technician who is on site, who seem to make everything look easy. You know, you get on a few sites and it could be very difficult because of who's on the site with you. But I must say, on this site, I mean, people talk about it. I think they're very satisfied with the progress of works. I'm satisfied with the progress of works. And I don't put it to myself or my company, I put it to the managers of the project. And in this case, I'd like to mention Kohan and Peter, who is the engineer and site technician respectively. We've done quite a bit of the drainage, and what we've been working on is making sure that we put in all the drainage to the right levels first. And we're pretty close to there. Maybe in the next 2 weeks, we should be completing with that. And we'll be starting off with doing the weaker areas of the surface of the road. The engineer is going to come mark it off, and we're going to begin the excavation and filling of that area. The plan is to minimize the traffic inconvenience as much as we possibly can. We're going to look at the days and the hours of work to ensure that we minimize that impact. And we're going to see how we're going to schedule the works so that we don't work in two places at the same time that is going to cause major inconvenience, that the inconvenience remains in one isolated location. That is what we have done with the drainage works, and it has worked. I don't think we've had too many complaints, if any, and the intention is to continue and work with that schedule in mind. Because of the type of work it is now, the drainage works, the cleaning, the filling, the retaining wall, it's all labor intensive. So you'll see people all along the road, there's a lot of cleaning, the drain edges, the finishings. It's a lot of labor that is necessary for it now. Once that phase of the work is done, then it's going to be more equipment intensive. So once we start doing the actual surface of the road works, you'll see a lot less labor, but a lot more equipment on the job. I must say, I cannot complain at all about the drivers who traverse this road. They have been very, very accommodating. I cannot remember, or I have not heard of any issue or incident with any driver. And I would really like to say thank you to those guys, and thank you for all those people traversing this road and have exercised the patience necessary to ensure that we get this job running.
That was the CEO of the RG Group of Companies, Mr. Reno Gajada, with an update on the Balata to Mondidor Road Reconstruction Project. We will continue to keep our eyes on the project while you keep your eyes on the road.
You are in tune to Eyes on the Road, a new television production of the Ministry of Infrastructure, Ports, Energy and Labour. When we come back, we travel to the south of the island for an update on the new Spring Road.
All around St. Lucia, we are working for you, fixing and maintaining miles of roads for the benefit of all road users. Better roads mean better access to and from your destination with fewer delays. It also saves money spent to fix broken vehicle parts. So be patient and exercise caution when traveling in and around project sites. Traffic signs, cones, and periodic flaggers are meant to provide direction and assist with public safety. Be vigilant. Better roads are ahead. A message from the Department of Infrastructure under the Roads Improvement and Maintenance Program with funding from the Taiwanese government.
If you live near a road construction site or are traveling in and around the area, you may experience some delays and inconvenience. Please remain alert as there may be open trenches, especially in the location of retaining walls. Stop and go signs will be used where necessary, as well as cones, caution tape and directional signs for public safety. There may also be instances where utilities are damaged. Please remain patient as the utility company will fix the problem at its soonest. Some roads may be impassable and you will be directed to use an alternative route. Rest assured, these inconveniences are only for a short period of time and are for the greater good. A message from the Department of Infrastructure under the Roads Improvement and Maintenance Program with funding from the Taiwanese government.
Welcome back to the program. If you're just joining us, you are in tune to Eyes on the Road, a new television production of the Department of Infrastructure, where we update you on what is being done to deliver better access to communities and safer roads. Let's now journey down to the tranquil Spring Road community in Deriso, where paving works have been completed on the new Spring Road. This job was delivered by L Construction Company Limited and included complete reconstruction of 3,400 meters of road with proper drainage and residence access. Mr. Colin Lynch of L brought us up to speed with the ongoing works.
Yeah, we advanced, we're ahead of time of this road. I mean, we've been pushing, trying to beat the weather in the last few weeks because we know we're in the hurricane season, and because of the condition, the hilly area, we were trying to outdo the weather. And I think we are well placed now to do that. Okay, we came here on the 11th of May. We looked at the job, we made an assessment, and then we decided we hired local people on the ground, and we brought in about 13 small contractors to do the drains. Altogether, I think the amount themselves, they brought in almost 130 or more persons. We have a team of about 22 guys ourselves doing other works, and they were able to push. We scheduled it in a way that we had at any given one time 6 contractors on the ground, and as the one finished we bring in another one, so continuously we had this momentum going. And that has put us where we are there. We're well placed now to finish ahead of schedule. I mean, that's one of the good parts of it. We came in first on day one, we went in house to house letting the people know that we are the contractors on the ground and we are looking for support from them. If something is happening they're not pleased about, immediately I give the chain of command and who to reach, and if that does not work for them, they have my number, they can reach me. Everybody have access to me, and I think it has worked out perfectly for us. That far I have not gotten one bad complaint, other than people want a lot more than what the contract maybe catered for at this time. So I mean, I do a lot gratis, but you know how much you can do. So there will be some in the end that will still have a little complaint because they didn't get to the extent that they wanted. But other than that, I think the people are happy. The feedback is great, and all is well. I think it has added value to this whole property here. Now you can drive this road with no problem. You have a concrete road. We have property along that road, are well placed now. I mean, there's a vast amount of land around that road. And if somebody wanted to sell property now, they would get, I think, maybe 3 times what they would have gotten 5 months ago. And I think it has really given them, they have value for money. And I think once what needs to be done, we put sleeves beneath the road that Wasco don't come in and just cut. So if somebody needs a new connection, the provision made in that for that. So I don't see a problem down the road with this. I think unless if something emergency happen and Wasco must run new lines and they have to run it in the road. That's what I say. My team and our motto is go there, do our best, and we work for somebody, and we think when we deliver a product, we want it to deliver the best we can, that we have an opportunity moving forward. And I must say thank you to OECC and the Ministry of Infrastructure for giving me an opportunity to do this job.
Coming up next, Voices of the People.
My name is Angelina. I've been living in this area for over 40 years, and it's a while we haven't had a good road. Now we have gotten what we wanted. The road is perfect. We have no problems, and I must say thanks to my district rep for giving us that concrete road. We have gotten what we wanted, and I'm saying thanks to my Prime Minister or my district rep for a job well done.
My name is Vanette Vaval. I have been living here for 41 years, and I must say I'm really happy and really proud of my Prime Minister, because my father lived there for 100 years. He died at the age of 99, and he never got this. And I just wish he was here to see that. He would have been really happy and really proud of our Prime Minister.
I'm very glad, because I could not go to church. My leg is not good, my waist is not good, the road was not good. But now it is good. Thank you very much.
Okay, I am Kedla Ogis, and I've been living here for 18 years, well 19 now. And I am very proud for what they did for us. And I'd like to thank Mr. Lynch and his workers, as well as the Prime Minister.
Well, I was born here. My name is Janet, and I was born here. We had a very difficult time with that road for a long time. Well, I think it's good. It's a good thing. So I think we are happy. Everybody is happy. I'm so happy. It's nice.
You're happy?
Yeah, I am. Praise God.
I'm John Baptist from Deriso. I've been there for a long time. So I think the people made a good job. A good man.
My name is Megan Frederick. I'm 15 years old. I'm really proud of the road, because it's been really hard falling on the stones, and it's just really good.
Yeah, I'm Barbara Vaval. I'm 57 years old. Since when I'm living here, I was born here. So I'm happy, extra happy, because that's the first set of people that do a good job in St. Lucia for us, in our Spring Road Deriso. All those that pass never do something so nice. So I'm very happy on it.
How do you think it will benefit the community?
It will benefit everybody, because everybody happy.
Well, my name is Anne-Marie, better known as Avril or Evelyn Setage, and I've been living there from birth. And I really like the road, the way they built it. It's not very smooth, so when the vehicles pass, they will not speed. So I like the road, the way they build the road.
I like it so much.
My name is Clement. So I've been here for at least 40-something years. So about the job, I feel it's a very good job.
Il fait bien, moi content, ouais. Moi content tout le monde, moi. Il a des belles manières. Puis moi, fait belle, moi, mais ouais. Mais ma house is for, eh?
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Right. And it's a good, I was born on the land, and I have all my children there, 14 children with him. Right? Yes. Thank you. Thank you to the Prime Minister. Mr. Sashte, we love him. We love him, and he do a good job for us. And he sent a good person for us on the land, on the job. That's Mr. Lynch. He's a very gentleman, right, Mr. Lynch. And the Prime Minister sent him for us, and we appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Thank you for your job, and we love you.
Don't Those are the voices of the people of Spring Road, Deriso. We thank them for their kind words, patience, and understanding. Enjoy your new road.
Before we end today's program, it's now time to take a look at the notice board. Residents and the motoring public are reminded of a temporary closure of a section of the road from the Mondier Junction through to Plateau until August 16, 2020. This closure is necessary due to ongoing works on the construction of a retaining wall along the roadway. Residents and motorists are advised to use the concrete bypass road from Plateau to Laguerre as an alternative route. Please be informed that the Deramo Road is now closed to vehicular traffic to facilitate ongoing work on the construction of a retaining wall. Drivers and all road users are asked to observe and respect the no through road notice. The Ministry of Infrastructure, Ports, Energy and Labour apologizes for any inconvenience this may cause and thanks residents and the general public for their patience and understanding. So let's look at the notice board and the end of today's program. On behalf of my co-host, Ms. Dion Snack, the executive arm and the entire team at the Department of Infrastructure, I am Shannon LeBon saying thanks so much for viewing. Remember to keep your eyes on the road. We are working for you.